Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. General, when you took over the Department of Justice and started going through all of the grants under your predecessor, did you find any that, in your opinion, constituted a waste of taxpayer money?
Yes, Senator. I don't have those specifically in front of me, but yes, Senator, there were many, and we are now going through those grants one by one. We are going through each of those grants because at the Department of Justice, we have a very obviously unique function in public safety. I will never let a grant be cut that's hurting women, victims of sexual assault, children, law enforcement officers. So we will look at those, each grant individually, to see what is fluff, what is DEI, no longer at the Department of Justice, and what are viable grants. And that money will go where it should go, to protect victims of crime and our law enforcement officers.
That's your job, isn't it?
Yes, Senator.
Okay. And you're doing that because it's your job.
Yes,
right?
Senator.
Okay. Some people say that you're being overly mean and unfair to foreign nationals who are in our country illegally. Would you care to address that?
I don't think I've been called mean recently, but
No, you've been called worse.
I was going to say probably a lot worse.
Yeah.
We will do everything in our power to get the illegal aliens out of our country who are committing crimes in our country. I have met with way too many family members who are parents, mothers, whose children have been murdered and raped by illegal aliens in our country. If that's mean, then I want to be as mean as I can be.
I mean,
because we're going to get them out of our country and we're going to protect Americans.
We can agree, can we not, that legal immigration is legal?
Absolutely.
Okay? And we can agree, can we not, that illegal immigration is illegal?
Yes, Senator.
Okay? If you don't like the statutes with respect to illegal immigration, you can change them. But if you enforce them, as Congress has directed you to do, you're not being mean, you're just doing your job, aren't you?
Yes, Senator.
Okay. When you prosecute someone who's in our country illegally, not necessarily for a criminal matter, but just to enforce our immigration laws, are you careful to afford them due process?
Yes, Senator.
Okay. And would you consider that to be one of your priorities in terms of enforcing the laws against illegal foreign nationals?
Yes, Senator. I've been in a courtroom my entire career, and due process will be afforded.
Okay.
And the laws of this country will be enforced.
Could it be that some of the people who are criticizing you simply think that illegal immigration shouldn't be illegal?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
In a gripping exchange with Senator John Kennedy, the new DOJ head delivers an unapologetic defense of law enforcement, immigration policy, and taxpayer accountability. From slamming wasteful grants to fiercely vowing to remove criminal illegal aliens, this hearing segment cuts through political correctness with raw candor. Watch the powerful back and forth that's lighting up Capitol Hill. Today on Voice of the Capitol, a fiery Senate hearing erupts as Louisiana Senator John Kennedy grills the new Department of Justice chief on immigration, wasteful grants, and whether enforcing the law has now been twisted into being mean. This exchange wasn't just sharp, it was explosive. Let's dive into it. The hearing began with Senator Kennedy wasting no time asking the DOJ chief if any taxpayer dollars were being squandered under previous leadership. The DOJ chief responds that many grants are being reviewed and fluff and DEI initiatives are being removed. The answer? Yes. And the new top cop isn't mincing words. Fluff and DEI projects with no impact on safety are out. Dollars are being redirected to protect women, children, and law enforcement. Then came the hot-button issue, immigration. Critics say the DOJ's policies are harsh. The response? Brutally clear. The DOJ chief says if protecting Americans makes her mean, she wants to be as mean as possible. Referencing grieving mothers and families torn apart by violent crimes committed by illegal aliens, she laid it bare. Public safety comes first. Kennedy cut straight to the core. Legal immigration is legal, illegal immigration is illegal, period. So what's the DOJ supposed to do? The DOJ chief emphasizes due process, courtroom experience, and enforcement of existing law. She reminded the room this isn't about cruelty, it's about law. Due process is respected, but the law must be enforced. That's her job. But Kennedy wasn't done. Could it be that critics aren't actually against her policies but against the law itself? The DOJ chief agrees some people believe borders should be open or are using immigration to gain political ground. The exchange suggests a deeper motive behind the outrage. Some just want open borders.
Absolutely. But we will protect Americans. We will protect American families. We will protect these mothers of lost children who are murdered by illegal aliens. We will protect the widow of the trooper who was run down by an illegal alien and left a baby at home.
Let me stop you a second, General. I'm going to run out of time. Could it be that some of the people who are criticizing you, saying you're mean and otherwise for enforcing the law, believe that the board, we should have open borders. They believe that anyone should be able to come into and out of the United States whenever they want to. Could that be the motivation for that?
It could be, Senator.
Could it be that some of the people who are opposed to you think that by just allowing everybody to come into our country who wants to could help them in terms of winning elections? Could that be part of their motivation?
Well, Donald Trump won by an overwhelming majority. He won the electoral and the popular vote by an overwhelming majority, and he made it crystal clear to all Americans that he was going to close our borders and keep Americans safe. So they're running on the wrong platform.
That's what the law requires, right?
That's the law.
And you're just enforcing the law, is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
I will continue to.
Her job? Enforce it. In a political climate full of noise, this Senate hearing offered a rare moment of clarity. The message from the DOJ chief: justice isn't about feelings. It's about facts, victims, and the rule of law. For more straight-shooting updates from Capitol Hill, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay informed, stay bold.